You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Hello, podcast world. Welcome to my channel. Here today, it's 3/24/2021. That's March 24th, 2021 at 7:31 p.m. And I'm definitely here to talk about the reboot of Justice League. Yes, DC's Justice League, Zack Snyder's reboot, and I'm feeling it, you know. I just watched it again for the second time, which is hard to say because the movie itself is 4 hours long. It's long. And I enjoyed a 2-hour movie, a good, nice, long movie or whatever. And I go back and think about some of the movies that I've seen or tried to watch that were on the long side, like 3 hours or whatever. Kind of like the Avengers Infinity War movie and Endgame movie. Both of those were kind of roughly almost 3 hours ish, you know. Star Wars movies are roughly in that category, long. Lord of the Rings, long movies, you know. So Harry Potter movies, kind of on the long side. So just think about what you're getting into when you're watching this movie. It's like double the normal runtime of 2 hours. So a 4-hour movie, wow, they had to go back and really figure some things out. And I like the graphics and the cinematicness of it because it kind of reminded me of the movie 300, and I like 300, so you know, it was like, it has like these long dramatic stance, pause, looks, and music and everything, and it's great. My favorite thing about the movie is the cyborg fill-in storyline, because he's the only one, I mean, sorry to say it like this, he's the only one who is not getting his own movie. He's not getting a standalone movie, which really sucks. And I mean, he suffers a lot. And by the end of the movie, you know, he just loses so much in this movie. I mean, come on. But, you know, Cyborg, he's very powerful, you know, and people keep asking questions about future characters or whatever, because they, like he said, like Bruce said, they start doing the Hall of Justice thing in there somewhere, and he was like, him and Diana are like, yes, but with room with more, 6 chairs, but with room to grow, expand or whatever. And I feel like they got Green Lantern, talks of Green Lantern somewhere floating around out there, because the first one with Ryan Reynolds didn't really fit the standard of what a Green Lantern movie should probably be. And I mean, it wasn't horrible, it just wasn't great. It was just not, I don't know, somewhere along the way, DC forgot how to make good superhero movies. And I mean, come on, you've got Batman, one of the best superheroes of all time. The mantle of Batman is one of the best mantles to have, because you can remake Batman in so many shapes and form and bring him back and bring him back and bring him back. So, you know, I mean, I don't understand. But coming out, I think next year, we've got our first Flash movie, so shout out to that. And I mean, you got, like I said, you've done Batman, you've done Superman, you know, and I just hate that Batman over the years has constantly changed. I mean, now that you've done an Aquaman and a Wonder Woman movie, that's great. So the next one only makes sense for this Flash movie to go out there and basically kick ass. And the cinema version of how should I say it, of Flash versus the TV version on CW version or whatever of the Arrowverse version. I like the Arrowverse version. I don't know. He does such a great job. Sometimes he might be a little over the top emotionally, but you know, that's the thing about the Flash. Like they say in the show a lot of times, it's his heart that makes him who he is in the show. And between him and Iris or whatever, everything is always so great. He's got a great team, Cisco, and you know, they did Farewell to the Whales. So I don't know how that really is going to play out. And let's see, who else? You got Katie and Killer Frost, now two different entities. And you have Chester, that guy that's kind of new, and Allegra, who's kind of new, and they're on the team. And, you know, like I said, go Team Flash. At the end of the day, everything's going to be okay. Then you got Joe and Cecilia. So I've always liked Joe, and I'm talking about not him as the, you know, on the show, but him as in, I used to watch Law and Order, and he used to be a detective on Law and Order, and that's when I first paid attention to him as an actor. So I mean, every time you see somebody familiar in a show and they're an actor or actress, and you're familiar with their acting, and they go from one, I mean, let's say that, okay, he was a cop in Law and Order, now he's a cop in The Flash, and the role is perfect for him, you know, and it's great. He looks like he would have been Iris's dad, you know, so he looks like him and Barry would have had a great connection, you know. He just plays the part, and him falling in love and marrying Cecilia, it just looks like they belong together, you know. Just everything is just so happy. And I mean, I drink coffee, and when they go to be like, oh, we're going to Jitter's to get some coffee, I think to myself like, oh my God, that sounds great. And I hope it's priced better than Starbucks, because Starbucks is like, hey, how much is coffee? $12. Oh, here's my arm and here's my leg. So nothing like reasonably priced coffee. And a lot of people don't know that McDonald's coffee bean and Starbucks coffee bean are the same thing. So keep it pushing when it comes down to it. You could go to McDonald's and get you some coffee, and it'll be the exact same coffee depending on who made the coffee for you. I mean, I drink coffee. I like coffee. My energy level is lower these days compared to when I was in college, and nowadays you just gotta keep going. So I ask myself this one question, and I always wonder, what are we going to do next? Like I say, I look forward to all Suicide Squad 2 and the Flash standalone movie, and if another Green Lantern movie comes out or a TV show. I'm getting ready for Supergirl to come out. I'm getting ready for the Legends of Tomorrow, DC's Legends of Tomorrow to come out. I'm waiting on that. I mean, I'm all over it. I still watch Black Lightning, you know, and even though they're on their final season, which sucks, but it's just, I mean, I hate that they didn't get the ratings, you know. There's some stuff going on in Black Lightning that, from a cultural standpoint, black people needed a hero, you know, and Black Lightning, it has a lot of good, like the teachings that they had on there dealing with when he's the principal. So for him to come in and be like, it's my life I'm gonna live it by any means necessary, and dealing with the police. These are things that we're dealing with right now today. So it just sucks. I mean, like when they talk about green lights like crack and drugs of any nature, So we're trying to clear our streets of these drugs and drug dealers, and they're everywhere. It doesn't matter what city you live in; they're everywhere, and So then you just have the fact that you're black. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to spark that out for the police to harass you or, treat you inappropriate in any kind of way. None of that really matters at the end of the day because, like I said, you're black. So, and it seems like all the black TV superhero shows, Black Lightning, Luke Cage, and you probably could go down the list, but I'm just going off of what's current, don't seem to get a strong following for some reason. It's already bad enough that a lot of people might not be into the whole superhero comic book scene and might not know who's what and what's who and all this and that, but come on. So yeah, and I mean, I've been watching all of this stuff when it first came out with Daredevil and Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, the Defenders, they all came together one night, and it's all good. It's all good. Oh, Punisher. Oh man, I don't know if he's gonna get a new season, but the dude that plays Frank Castle, that plays Punisher in Netflix or the series, he is the ideal guy. He is the Punisher. Like when it comes down to, it's just like Robert Downey Jr. is freaking Tony Stark. So, there's some casting that's been done out there that's perfect for the part. So, but I look forward to seeing the Flash from the DC CU, I guess, DC Cinematic Universe, if that's how they're trying to put it out there like Marvel. And I look forward to seeing him in his own movie going up against Captain Cold and Captain Boomerang and Killer Frost and Mirror Master. These are some of his villains. But I mean, it would make sense because they got Captain Boomerang is in Suicide Squad, and Amanda Waller was like, he captured him, so that would make for an interesting connection to that. That's the only thing I can say about that. And then maybe even show what happened when connect him to the when he stopped that store robbery situation and connect it with there. So I don't know. I know that Central City is basically like in the show they're stopping other metas and stuff, so maybe he could be doing that too. But as long as it's all connected together with Justice League and Justice League connected with Suicide Squad and the whole universe is all connected and everything is all connected, then I think that it will work out just fine. And hopefully at some point, it looks like they might slide into having a Martian Manhunter standalone, and then you'll have another Superman movie come out, and then they've already had a second Wonder Woman movie, which was great. Learned a lot in that movie, especially about her lasso of truth. And let's see, just you learn so much when it comes down to it. But like I say, shout out to all of my Justice League fans. Shout out to all of the people that took the time to sit through 4 hours of Zack Snyder's Justice League Reboot. And shout out to everyone who is definitely DC Marvel superhero type fan. And without y'all, there would be no them. And without them, there would be a lot of things. You never know. You never know what those influences really do to people. Cause on Marvel's, no, it's on DC's Legend of Tomorrow. They referenced how the movies that Frank Lucas made, which is like Indiana Jones and Star Wars or whatever, was the reason why they became who they became. So just something to think about. See y'all at the top. World peace and all that. Bring it. And see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Hello YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this, and stay tuned for the next video.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.